Okay, I thought I'd make like a 10-minute video. It might be quicker than that. I don't know. But dude, I watched that show that the Russians make. That well, I don't think the Russians make it. I think this lady, what is it? What's her name? Oksana Boyku or whatever. Worlds Apart. There's like some kind of show that she has or whatever where they've like forgotten about her, but dude, she has like some guy on. She's talking about climate, like the guy's talking about climate change, but I don't think they're talking about climate change like they're talking about the environment, and maybe nobody is. I think they're talking about climate change in regards to like people and like genes and like Nazi stuff. Okay, but anyways, that's not important. I think that's obvious, but dude, one thing that they did say, there's two interesting things that that they did with that or whatever. One of them I already technically made a video on, but I don't think I said this in the last video. Dude, the guy in the video, right? I remember something that he said or she said. No, they both said, right? What is it? The guy in the video, he made a comment about like there might be like little tiny gaps, like whatever, just like tiny little gaps or whatever somewhere in the, like right there. Do you see that shit? Never mind. But dude, it's something to do with like the work that I do, where it's like not like perfect or whatever. Like it's not super perfect, perfect, real perfect, even better than perfect, super perfect, perfect, or whatever. But the one of the things that I thought was kind of weird in regards to what he said is that like he's making a deal with her in order to, what the fuck is she doing? Like it's like she's selling the fucking house to the guy. So you want to know something? That right there, dude, that in itself, if you think is weird, because me and my father, okay, are building this fucking house, right? Like he's driving me here, he's helping me, I'm building this shit. You know, I'm putting everything together, and we're the direct beneficiaries of like whatever happens, right? So the guy, as far as I'm concerned, the guy should be talking to me. No, definitely the guy should be talking to me about like what he wants. Dude, that's assuming, I'm gonna get to some other topic in regards to this in just a second. But dude, like in order to be normal, okay, the guy should be directly either talking at me, whatever the fuck, he should meet me, we should be friends, and I should be talking to that guy, okay, directly. That's one, okay? And what is it? That's about it in regards to that. But dude, you want to know what I don't get? Dude, the shit that makes sense to me, in regards to like people who are gonna buy something from me, or maybe I'm building a house, like building a house or whatever. It's like, dude, me building a house for an Asian guy, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Like that, like Asian people want to live, because I've noticed that before. Dude, I watched this commercial with Spike Lee, and he's like, "This is our block. We're here. This is where we live. It's our block. Nobody else gets to live on our block. We take them in the back and chop them up, turning them into sausage. Then we eat the sausage. It's our block. We'll kill whoever we want. It's our block. They don't own this. Even though you worked on it and it says you own it, you don't own it. It's our block. It's our block. You don't own this. You don't own anything. You're my slave. You're my personal white slave. It's our block. What the fuck are you thinking about? It's our block." Whatever the fuck, kind of crazy shit. But dude, he's got an Asian person that he puts like back into a car. Like she was trying to get out and like live in the fucked up brick shit house or whatever. And he's like, "No, you gotta understand. It's our block. We'll turn you into sausage. It's our block." Whatever the fuck. Crazy shit. But dude, what I'm trying to tell you, it's like we own your New Balance sneakers. It's our sneakers. We own your heart. It's our block. We're gonna use your body parts later. It's our body parts. Whatever the fuck. Crazy shit, dude. Like, just, I don't know. Dude, anyways, dude, maybe this is gonna be a little bit longer because I'm getting off on like weird tangents. But, dude, I think you can understand where I'm coming from, right? Like, dude, I watched this other show to give you some idea of where I'm coming from. It's a show, it's with these Koreans, right? It's called Fun with Dumb. Wonderful fucking idea that you came up with there. So, you got this guy, I forgot his friends' names. Sorry, my brain does not remember that right now. But I remember that one guy's name. He's like a rap artist or whatever. His name's Dumbfounded or Dumbfounded or whatever. And he talks to his friend. His other friend is a rapper too. He's got some kind of rap group called The Ox or something. I forgot. But I can't remember his fucking name. I can't remember any other person's name either. But dude, they have a friend, like a female friend that Korean broad or whatever, I'm assuming, that she sprained her ankle or some shit, right? And I think if there's Koreans or any other Asian person, I guarantee they know exactly what I'm about to say. Dude, she sprains her ankle, right? And she goes to like, there's a Korean guy who like mends her, like they put the nanobots in there with the fucking genetic serum and like the protein shakes and whatever the fuck, like protein that's like distilled like 5 times or whatever the fuck Koreans are doing. Do you understand? And she gets like the medical attention like that people are gonna have in like 20 years from now, or like maybe never, because maybe society will fucking break down or some shit. But you get the idea. She goes to a Korean doctor and gets all that shit taken care of, right? So let me ask you a pretty straightforward question. Why the fuck is a Russian bitch trying to sell a house that a mutant turd or whatever the fuck you think about me built for like a Japanese guy or some shit. Like, I don't understand what the fuck you're smoking, but I want some, dude. Seriously. I want some of what the fuck you're smoking. Because, dude, you want to know something? If that chick is going to a Korean dude, right? You would think that, okay, that means, like, whenever you have these situations where it's like a situation where you're talking about things that affect your life, especially like your medical conditions, whatever the fuck it is, or like you're living in a fucking house or whatever every day, right? That's even worse. Like, if you think about it, the ankle, whether you're getting like the worst medical attention or the best, is eventually going to heal, right? You live in a fucking house every single day. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure where the fuck you're trying to go with this, but I definitely wanted to talk about that, and now I think I've made my point. Dude, I'm thinking like the type of people who are gonna fucking help me are like my fucking father's mother. Irish people, right? Maybe. Because they did that in the past or whatever, okay? It seems that way. No, they definitely have been doing something in the past in regards to doing shit with me. Polish people, maybe. I don't know if I've seen any, to be honest with you. Maybe in Schuylerville, and then they're like, never again, or some shit. I don't fucking know. But dude, those are the types of people. You got like 3 different people, right? That I'm thinking that would want to maybe help me, okay? But like a Japanese guy, like, or whatever, Korean or whatever the fuck, whoever it is, like some Asian person, like, do you want to know something? Like, I just don't see it, especially, dude, when you're talking about, like, unions and shit putting, like, asbestos in drywall and shit. Dude, if that's, like, a thing, and, dude, you definitely did something to, like, my brain or something last night. Holy shit. I'm, like, probably sucked out, like, half of my brain or some shit. Nazi experiments. So, dude, that's where the fuck I'm going with that. So, I don't understand why the fuck shit makes no sense to me. Like, she's trying to sell a house to a fucking I'm thinking he's Japanese. Dude, I don't know. I made my point, I think. So, dude, should I talk about that? Dude, also, I told you that in the past, like in the previous videos I made, that I want to talk about the topic of the whole thing to do with, like, the religious aspect of what is going on with me. And, dude, I think I came up with another reason of why you came up with this idea. And, dude, I've been hearing a lot lately with religious people, especially, like over the past month, of the idea of people dying, right? That's like they're saying, like, people said a bunch of shit, like people can't deal with death, and like, just they said all kinds of shit about death and like not being able to deal with it, and like not knowing what to think about it, and like, you know, all kinds of shit. They made comments like that. So, dude, I'm thinking about this, and I said to myself, I'm like, dude, what is a reason why you would come up with this idea And based on what I said in the past, right, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, dude, I think I know why somebody potentially came up with this idea. And I said to myself, I think it's because you're angry at God, right? Not just the fact that you're going to die, but also there's like a three. Is there three? Oh, yeah. There is three things. I think I said it in, I can't remember. I'm going to forget maybe one of them. Hold on, let me write this down so I don't forget. Is that three things? Maybe it's just two things? Oh, no. It's three. It's technically three things. So, first is obviously that you're like I'm gonna die, like you're gonna kill me or whatever, cause with like a blood clot to my brain. Like right now, I think you were trying to kill me last night with a blood clot, or you're putting some kind of weird chemical in my brain that it reacts with another chemical or whatever, and as soon as you introduce that chemical into my brain, it chemically reacts with it or whatever the fuck it is, and it's like an A B, like part A part B system, and you fucking, it reacts with it, and like it's an instant like brain death or whatever the fuck you want to say. But dude, part of the reason how this idea functions religiously is first and foremost, you're angry at God because you have to die. Okay? So you think that if I am a vessel or whatever, like a bottle or whatever, if you funnel the essence of some kind of creative force into this bottle and you sacrifice it or whatever based on the idea that I'm trying to zone into some sort of higher dimension or creative force or whatever, that you've sacrificed God or whatever you've killed God, okay? Because every person's life eventually comes to an end, okay? So then there's a thing potentially that you have this idea that you're stuck on this fucking planet, like you can't go anywhere else or whatever, right? So you're stuck here, and like you're like, fuck this. Why did God make it where I can't do anything with my life? I'm stuck on this fucking planet, and like you don't like that you're stuck here. So you're like, fuck that. I'm gonna try to create God into a person and kill that fucking person, and I killed God or some shit, right? You didn't kill shit because, like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. It's like saying, like, what the fuck is that? Like, it's like it's like burning a fucking leaf or some shit and being like, I killed God or something. It makes no sense, okay? So, dude, then you have this idea of extinction, potentially the human race. I made a video about this before. If the human race could go extinct, right? That's another reason to be angry at God, right? So it's not, dude, it's not like there's like a certain inevitability to life that you just have to accept. You're trying not to accept that thing or whatever, and you're trying to create some sort of like witch, like magic fucking bullshit around religious horseshit around that idea, like not accepting death through fucking nonsense that's not real. That's what the fuck you're potentially doing, okay? And you're using me as that intermediary or whatever the fuck you want to say. But do you want to know something? Dude, if I'm telling you this shit straight to your face and this is coming from my mind or whatever, do you want to know something? Whatever the fuck you're doing, you obviously need to do something else, because dude, if there's some fucking asshole who fucking came up with this idea and like I'm telling you this shit, like, yeah, dude, it doesn't fucking matter. So, dude, so another thing is, dude, this is the last and final fucking topic. Dude, you have Richard Wolff. Dude, this guy is such a fucking asshole. It is ridiculous, okay? Dude, he had a video recently, right, where he talks about, somebody calls in or says something, and they're like, why is there so much inequality in the U.S.? And he talks about the idea of, like, something about paying people, and, like, he's like, oh, you see, you can't pay somebody. He's blaming it on, like, dude, I'm not exactly what you're trying to do after you kill me. One thing I do know is definitely not good, okay? Like, however we exist right now, it is gonna be literally hell on earth, okay? So there's that. But dude, anyways, getting to his stupid point, like, he's trying to come up with stupid fucking excuses of why there's inequality. And see, that's the thing. It's just a fucking excuse, okay? Because, dude, to my understanding, dude, the reason why there's inequality, you want to know why there's fucking inequality? It has nothing to do with socialism or capitalism or any of that shit, okay? Dude, and dude, think about this. If the future, right, think about this. If the future is somebody just pressing a button and turning off your fucking money, you can see, like, dude, if they outlaw, dude, think about this. If they outlaw paper money, how the fuck are you supposed to, like, if there was any such thing, right, as either accumulating money or incrementally building something up based off a system that's not tied to any system of control, you can understand how that's a fucking problematic thing. So you might be like, okay, why do you think there's inequality? Dude, the reason why there's inequality is because one reason and one fucking reason alone. Dude, you got some guy who started something before somebody else. Or you have a group of people who started something before somebody else. Or you got basically people who are more powerful, who have access to more weapons and whatever the fuck else it is. Do you get the idea? Than somebody else, okay? That's all it is. So it's like some Italian Guinea fucking monkey man. He started fucking civilization like 2,000 years ago. Or it's like Putin with nuclear weapons. Do you understand? That's it. It's not, dude, you don't need to be a fucking rocket scientist to figure this shit out, okay? It has nothing to do with any sort of system. They're saying, I'm the one in charge of this shit, okay? Me. Not you. You're my fucking slave, okay? I run this show, okay? Because I got nukes and I can blow the whole thing over. Do you understand? It's basically all it is. It's a guy with a gun. Dude, you figure that shit out and you figured out everything, okay? It has nothing to do with any of that shit. So I just thought I'd say that. Dude, and Richard Wolff, dude, like, he is the biggest fucking asshole, like one of the biggest assholes on the fucking earth, no question. Dude, I think you should give him a brain aneurysm or whatever, like you did with that Michael, is that Michael Brooks? Am I remembering that right? He does the show, The Minority Report or whatever. So that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this video, because if you watched the whole thing, you just wasted 25 minutes of your life. You're never getting back. So, yeah.